When looking at the evolution of the NFL, it's evident that the tight end position is one of the most versatile on offense. A position made for aggressive blockers with route running ability, tight ends provide great value in both the run and pass game. But with the changing of the NFL, we have seen a split in this position to more traditional tight ends like Sam Laporta, who is both a great route runner and a great run blocker, and more of a hybrid receiver like a Brock Bowers, who is unstoppable when running routes, but not the best in blocking. Now, when looking at the 2025 NFL draft class, how did these players line up, and who is the best tight end? Here are our top 5 tight ends in the 2025 NFL draft class. Coming out of LSU, Mason Taylor ranks 5th on our list for best tight ends. Taylor has very soft hands and natural pass catching abilities, with the ability to pluck the ball out of the air even in tight coverage. He's very good at finding the hole in zone coverage, and oftentimes was a safety blanket for both Garrett Nussmeier and Jaden Daniels. However, he struggled in the red zone for much of his career, and he doesn't consistently provide himself as a top vertical threat. We would also like to see more physicality out of him in blocking. That being said, he can be an every down tight end and follow in the footsteps of his father, Jason, into NFL legacy. His pro comparison would be Cole Kmet. This may be a surprise to some, but at number 4, we went with Colston Loveland from Michigan. Loveland is a true receiving tight end with solid route running abilities and great hands. He often slips into open spaces and punishes defenses for leaving them open. He is on the skinnier side of draft-eligible tight ends, however, and his blocking is worrisome. In the run game specifically, he tends to get thrown off blocks, which allows defenses to get to the running back. He is more of a hybrid type receiver, so if a team is less worried about blocking and more about his ability in the pass game, Loveland is a strong option to consider. His pro comparison would be Isaiah Likely. At number 3, we went with the best hybrid tight end in the class, Harold Fannin Jr. from Bowling Green. Fannin is one of those prospects who shows you a lot of upside as a receiver, but almost none as a blocker. His athleticism, speed, catch radius, and route running ability are all top tier in this class, and he led all of college football in receiving yards last season. The biggest but we had is with his blocking. He played at Bowling Green, which is not stellar competition, so you would expect a top tight end prospect like himself to dominate in both the receiving game and in the trenches. Unfortunately, that did not happen, and his blocking is somewhat abysmal. He still has the same upside as any tight end one in this class, but his blocking drastically needs to improve for the next level. His pro comparison would be Evan Ingram. At number 2, we went with Gunnar Helm from the University of Texas. Gunnar Helm is the most traditional tight end in this class. Now, he may not have the same top end speed compared to other tight ends, but his willingness and ability to block sets himself apart from the group. He's strong in the pass game where he was often utilized in trick plays and key third downs in games, and his ability as a physical blocker in the run game opened up holes for Quintrevion Wisner to hit. Helm will definitely be beneficial to NFL teams looking to run a lot of 12 personnel this season. His pro comparison would be Dalton Kincaid. There was never a doubt about who would be number 1 in the tight end rankings, Tyler Warren from Penn State. Tyler Warren is an absolute beast. He can do anything needed of him. He can throw, he can run, he can catch, he can block, and I'm sure he can dance as well. The best way to describe him would be a Swiss Army knife. He's a red zone nightmare on the outside and an amazing crossfield route runner when it comes to zone coverage and finding holes. The knock on him is that his routes are somewhat clunky and his ability as an inline blocker in a 3-point stance has been questioned. We still think with good coaching, Tyler Warren could become the ultimate weapon. His pro comparison would be Greg Olsen. And there you have it. That was our rankings for the top 5 tight ends in the 2025 NFL draft class. Let us know your thoughts down below. Who's your favorite tight end in this class, and where do you think they'll be playing in April? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.